Right guys and girls, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel. It is Friday 19th of April 2019 and it's 9:24 at the time of this video. And as you've guessed it in the top of the title itself, we have Disney's Mary Poppins Returns with Emily Blunt. Now actually, I've got to say, this is a really good film. A good family-friendly film. So if you like your sort of films like friendly family ones, definitely get this one. Basically, it's 20 years after. So basically, the magic returns in Disney's all-new classic. Actually, it is all new and it is a classic. Actually, this is going to be a classic. To be honest, this is a classic right now as we are speaking and all that. So this is basically 20 years after, and it's the kids are grown up, and the brother and sister and all that. Basically, the brother has actually lost his wife. I think she died or something. So along the lines of the story, the magic returns in Disney's all-new classic as Mary Poppins. Emily Blunt, that's the actress one that stars in it as Mary Poppins herself. She's the most famous character in the story, because she's the nanny that comes to help all the children, to help them really, to be honest, with all their whatever work or problems they've got, and help the actual family, the actual brother and sister out, from the original when they were kids, and now they're all grown up and they got like well, the actual father's got kids of his own. So what's this? So basically, helps the Banks family, because that's back to the Banks again. That's the name of the family, the Banks family. Remember the joy of what it's like to be a child. So basically, the brother and sister, basically, they're miserable. I would say, to be honest, the brother's more miserable, isn't he, than anything. And he's always picking on his kids, and he likes it. Well, he's like moaning at them all the time and all that. Like in the original film, where the father was kind of sort of, what do you call, always pissed off, and like annoyed or whatever. He's always in a mood and stuff with the kids, and believes that there's nothing like magic and all that kind of stuff.
He's about to lose his home.
Yeah, he's about to lose his home as well, so that's another one. Because actually, with the original, his father was like a bank manager or something, or the owner of the bank or whatever, or he used to work at the bank at least anyway. And then he was putting the tuppence a bag of money into the bank as well in the original. Well, this actually concludes or continues on this one, where the actual son is trying to find out if his dad's got any like life savings, and apparently his dad's got one of these sort of, I'd say, what is it, bond sort of thing for the house, something to do with a receipt. He has to try and find that. They've lost it, so they have to find it, and it's somewhere, and they're looking around everywhere for it. And it gets to the point where the bank manager is trying to screw him out of the house, trying to get rid of him. So like, hey, no, you ain't got anything here. If you ain't got it, you can't have your house and all of that. So they have to go looking for it, to try and find out where it is. And then Mary Poppins comes in later on, because she takes all the kids, tries to cheer the kids up a little bit, and she takes them into the little bath, tells them to have a wash, and then she dumps them in there, throws them in there. And it's that point where Mary Poppins takes the kids to this wonderful underwater sort of scenario, sort of scenes with loads of musical in it. And it's absolutely amazing. The colours just pop out at you. And this is 4K, guys and girls. 4K. Which means it's 4 times the resolution of 1080p. But it's not just that either. It's actually in HDR as well. We've got HDR. There should be actually a little thing on it where it should say HDR. Where is it? Yeah, it's got in HDR. It's 2160 by, I think it was like 2160, 3840, 2160. 16 by 9 is a 2.39.1, 7.1.4. Dolby Atmos, so basically you hear the sounds come from the top, and they have some wonderful music in it as well, classical, wonderful music. If you haven't watched the original, I would watch the original first, and then move on to the new one, because they're kind of entwined with each other, aren't they? They're kind of like both the stories are just one complete story in a way. So you could say this is part 2, and then you got part 1. But this is 20 years. This has only just come out the other day, so I picked it up. Me and my mum watched it, and we think it's fantastic. It's just a classic, and it's got that originality of the first one. So all the like the horses and all the cartoon characters, it comes into it from the original. Some of them in there as well. And when we got the penguins, it comes into it, innit? We've got penguins, it comes into it, the little cartoon characters. Then we have like I think it was like a wolf. He was trying to kidnap the kid then or something and put him on the back. And then there's that little like, was it like sort of a fox or something? He was trying to say to the kid to come on. He was trying to get his the brother back because he was getting kidnapped. And basically, Mary Poppins comes around and says, "Oh, it's all right. It's only a dream. It's only a dream." But it wasn't a dream. They went to this far away off land and stuff. It was just absolutely amazing. I would actually give this 10 out of 10 because the quality of the movie is done so superb. And I could watch this again and again and again. And it says, experience the magic and sing along. And it actually makes you want to sing along with the actual track because it's just amazing. And then we got the, what do you call it? The chimney sweepers. They're no longer, I wouldn't say they're no longer chimney sweepers no more. I suppose in a way they probably are, but we didn't see much of the chimney sweeping in there. But we did see, I'll tell you what we saw, some candlelight people in there. Well, they're basically the same chimney sweeper people, but they were fixing the lights outside, like sort of the lamps outside of the street lamps. So they're doing all that kind of stuff. And they kind of get involved to try and help Mary Poppins and all the kids as well, the Banks family, to try and get back the house and to keep the house in their name and all that. Because it was their house in the first place. It's just the bank manager started to turn evil and actually I believe the bank manager was, if I can see this on here, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Ben Whishaw, Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters is in it. We got Julie Walters. I saw her in that the other day. I think she was the housemaid or something, doing all the housemaid and stuff around there. And then we've got Colin Firth in it. Well, Colin Firth plays the bank manager, the evil bank manager. And he just wants to basically take the house off the bank's father and just try and screw him out of it, basically. He's just trying to be an evil bank manager and all of that. Anyway, the Banks family remember the joys of what it's like to be a child together with her friend Jack, the lamp lighter. So we've got the basically that's what they're called, the lamp lighters. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Fun is brought back to the streets of London in celebration that everything is possible, even the impossible. So that's basically a new song for it as well. The possible, everything is impossible, even impossible. So yeah, possible is impossible, then it's not impossible. So it's really good sort of thing around it. We've got Mary Poppins, a Rob Marshall film. So the actual film is done by Rob Marshall, starring Emily Blunt, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Ben Whishaw. I think Ben Whishaw, I don't know if that's the father one, so I'm pretty sure it could be the father one, the one that plays the bank's father, the son one. And then we've got Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters, Colin Firth, and Mel Streep's in it. She plays as Mary Poppins, I think it was like cousin or like sort of auntie or something. She goes to the house and every time, I think she becomes like topsy-turvy because she ends up basically turning the house upside down every certain times. And she's trying to fix things and the house ends up turning different ways. And she said to come back every Wednesday or on the Wednesday because then the house is always straight and all that kind of stuff. So we've got topsy-turvy in it, basically. I And yeah, it's based in London. Definitely based in London. So, so what do we have here? Basically, we have this disc here. That's the 4K one. And this one is 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Looks more darker, actually. The actual case, actually, than most of the ones. But on the back, as you can see, it's kind of light. And there's the light people there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're on the lamp itself. And you get 2 discs with it. I hope they still carry on doing 4K movies at some point, or Blu-ray films and do 8K movies. So we have 2 discs. Got one for the 4K and one for the Blu-ray disc. So that's basically that one. There's the 4K, and that's your standard Blu-ray discs, and that's basically it. You've got the chimney sweeper or the light one on there, and then we've got some great musicals in there. I would recommend you watching it, guys and girls, because you have to watch it to be amazed at the work they've done in this film. And I can't wait until Dumbo comes out, and it's coming out this year. I remember the original Dumbo cartoon, and I'll tell you what, the original can you wait for Dumbo, man? Huh? Yeah, man? Oh, I just got to sleep. Anyway, so Dumbo the Elephant is coming out, I think, sometime this year, probably September, October or something. It is bloody hot outside anyway today. Whew, it's absolutely warm. It's about 71 degrees today, guys and girls. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, do like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe. I've been doing sort of these like review videos. If you like Walt Disney movies or Disney films itself, yeah, leave a like in the comment below. Cheers for watching, stay safe, and if you've watched this before as well, or if you watched the original one, definitely watch this, because this is a carry-on. But cheers for watching, stay safe. It's about nearly 10 o'clock now, and actually we've got Dumbo coming out this year. We've got Child's Play, the movie, coming out this year as well, apparently. Mark Hamill, the one who plays Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, he's going to be in it. Oh, yes. Finally, we're going to get some good actor to do the voiceover. I mean, not saying the original wasn't very good, but I'll tell you what, Mark Hamill doing that Joker, fantastic. Anyway, stay safe all.